Hey everyone, it's Keith. Thanks for joining me for this review of a brand new piece of software called Provely. Now, Provely is a social proof app, okay? So what it's going to allow you to do is basically to any page that you have a form, whether you're capturing leads, contact form, even actual your Shopify stores, okay? Anywhere where you're capturing customer information, what this is going to do is basically is going to display to all future visitors a little widget that looks like this here, okay? So someone from Sydney just purchased, a French press coffee. I'm going to show you how you get this set up and how you can customize this. But this would basically show up at the bottom left-hand corner of your page to all future visitors. And what it does is it gives them, that sense of, hey, people are really taking action on this thing. Maybe I should too. Now, it works great for things like if you have a Shopify store to show recent purchases. I know they are currently working on that integration for Shopify and should be ready in the next day or so. So they're right there of getting that ready as well. Now, apps like this, I have a couple of Shopify stores myself. They usually charge, by the month. It's usually a recurring charge for an app like this. Right now, they're offering this for the next week or so at a one-time price. So it's a fantastic deal. But let's go ahead and just jump right in. It's very, very simple to use. I love how easy it is. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Now, what you're going to see here is, first you'll see my domain. You would add a domain right here, okay? So the first thing you would do is go ahead and enter your domain in here and just hit continue, okay? And what that's going to do is basically lead you to the little wizard that they have created, okay? So the first thing we want to do is just give our campaign a name, and I'm just going to call this VSL. Select the language. They have different languages that you can display it in. So I'm going to keep it with English and hit next. Now you're going to choose which domain this particular widget is going to go on. Okay, as I've said, so I've chosen mine. The next thing you're going to do is simply install this little piece of code. Okay, it's very, very simple, and let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to have a page up right here for one of my lead capture pages, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. Okay, now this is optimized press is what I'm using. Whatever you're using, you're just simply going to add this code to basically the body tag. So I would just choose body and go ahead and include that. All right. Now let's go ahead and jump back and hit the next one here. Now, what they also have, one thing here is simulated data, okay? So what that means is until you get started, if it's a brand new capture page, you can actually use some simulated data, which will pull, kind of fake names and display them on there for right now until you get that first capture. And once you get that first capture, then you'd obviously want to turn that off and then start showing it, showing all the real actual signups. So this is really just a way, it's not really recommended to just keep that on. You just really want to get kind of use it to get going, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is take a look at the live preview, okay? Now they have some animations that you can use, a whole bunch of different ones that will animate the little widget if you choose, or if not, you just simply pick no animation. Now, your name and location, so that's that first line here. You can actually choose which color you'd like. I'm going to leave mine just the way it is. The message color as well, which is here, okay? So you can change that color. Let's go ahead and I'll just do something here that we can kind of see it. And then the time color, which is the time right here. Okay, so you can change and kind of customize those. Now they have different templates that you can use, so a little bit different view of them. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just pick this one here. All right, and then we're going to hit next. Now from here, where it says the lorem ipsum is where we can put our message. So seeing mine is about video sales letters, I'm going to say something like has just signed up for my VSL training or something like that, okay? So it's basically going to read, whoever it is that signed up from wherever they're from has just signed up for my VSL training, and it'll show you the time 12 minutes ago, okay, or whatever it is. Now, you can also actually have a sound play after when the notification widget pops up on the page, if you choose. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as this without a sound. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to show how often you want the notification to display, okay? So you can choose seconds or minutes, all right? So I'm just going to leave mine every 3 seconds is basically what's going to happen is when it's going to show a new one every 3 seconds, all right? Now you can also choose to show it to all countries or only certain countries that you've selected if you choose. And the next thing we're going to do is grab our last little piece of code, and we're going to put that in here as well. And that also goes into the body tag. And then I'm going to update. Okay, and save it. All right, and I'm going to open that up, but first we're going to go back here and I'm going to save this campaign. Okay. All right, so we now have our campaign saved. And here it is right here. And you're going to see on the dashboard, you can basically turn the widgets on and off if you don't want them to display anymore. You can simply turn it off here. It's also going to track your signups, and as well as you can obviously go back in and edit. And then, of course, it will show your contacts here in this list, which you can export and put into an autoresponder or do whatever you want to do with those leads. Okay. Now, on my particular page, I already have my form hooked up to my autoresponder, so no worries there. And then, of course, you can delete it as well. All right, so let's go ahead and test this, okay? So what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Go ahead and turn that off. There we go. All right, so everything's added. Good to go. What I'm going to do is sign up for this. Oops, there's my name and my email. And I'm going to go ahead and sign up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look over here at the campaign. Okay, and as you'll see, there's one, that's me, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the contact, and there I am. Okay, so now each time somebody comes to my page, and I'm just going to close out of that and reopen it, we're going to see that widget. And there it is. Okay, so Keith from the United States has just signed up for my VSL training 26 seconds ago. Now, the more and more people that come through here, it's just going to keep cycling through according to my settings, which is every 3 seconds, and it's going to show this little pop-up here, giving social proof, showing that people are actually signing up for your offer, and gives them a little bit of motivation, right, to go ahead and sign up as well. Now, as I've said, I have a couple of Shopify stores. These are always monthly charges, and quite honestly, I much rather would just pay a one-time fee to use these things, and they're quite powerful. They really do give that effect, especially on a store or any kind of a lead capture page. Definitely shows that people are signing up for them and signing up recently, right? Because it's going to show you, when that person actually signed up for your offer. So go ahead and click the description below or any of the buttons below, depending on where you're watching this video, and pick yours up while it is at a one-time fee. I know that they are going to be moving this to a monthly cost, but for this week here, you can definitely get in for just a one-time lifetime membership.